I'm going to go ahead and discuss the transmission of herpes simplex virus 1 and 2. Herpes simplex 1, or commonly known as HSV1, can be transmitted from the mouth region with fever blisters to the genitals, which then becomes herpes simplex virus 2, also known as HSV2. Herpes simplex virus 1 and 2 can become dormant in the body. This means that transmission of the herpes simplex virus would not occur until there is an outbreak. However, many people that have HSV1 and or 2 may not know it because they do not go through breakouts but are asymptomatic. This means that the virus is detected in the skin and or mucous membranes, even though there are no current lesions on the skin. In this case, the virus sheds even when there's no outbreak. In order for the HSV, herpes simplex virus, infection to spread, the HSV must be in contact with mucosal surfaces and or abraded broken skin. To initiate infection, HSV must attach to cell surface receptors, use its envelope to the plasma membrane, and allow the de-enveloped capsid to be transported to the nuclear pores. As of now, humans are known to be the only reservoir of HSV1 and 2. This slide shows the pathway of the infection of herpes. The first part is HSV enters the body through the skin of mucous membranes. Latency. After an initial infection, HSV settles in nerves near the spine. And then you can either have reoccurrence or asymptomatic viral shedding. During reoccurrence, the HSV travels along the nerves back to the skin to form new blisters that look like fever blisters when you have HSV1. And then the other one, asymptomatic viral shedding. In this case, HSV travels along the nerves back to the skin, but does not form any new blisters. And as mentioned before, when asymptomatic viral shedding, even if you don't have blisters, you still have the chance that you could be shedding the virus to others. Next is treatment and prevention. As of right now, there's currently therapy for treatment for those who are infected with HSV. However, these treatments and therapies do not get rid of the virus, but they help with the symptoms and signs of the herpes simplex virus. An example of a drug that they use for therapy is called acyclovir. And this is just help to combat the signs and symptoms of HSV. It's not there to treat as in get rid of completely, just help with the signs. Prevention control. There is no current vaccine to help prevent herpes simplex virus. However, there are ways to help prevent the spread of HSV. When talking about HSV2, condoms are heavily pushed to be used as prevention. And then another way to help prevent the spread of herpes simplex virus 1 and 2 is try avoid having contact with mucosal surfaces and open abrasions and or broken skin when having an outbreak to avoid transmission to another. But as discussed before, if you have asymptomatic viral shedding, you may not necessarily know you have herpes and that you're shedding at that certain point. So that's why it's important to get tested, just to make sure that everything's good. And if you are asymptomatic, talk to your doctor to figure out what to do next.